Joining me tonight, Illinois Congressman Luis Gutierrez. Congressman, good to have you with us tonight. What is your response? You bet. What is your response to Democrats who want the president to wait until after the midterms to do something on immigration policy reform or executive order? What about that?
Yeah. Well, that every day 1,000 people are deported. Every day we leave children without a mom or a dad. Every day our country is less secure. You were talking about ISIS and our war. You know what? Let's put our energy and our resources into those who would cause harm. The president can take millions of people and simply put their fingerprints on file with the FBI. Let us know where they're at, where they're working, who they are, and make our country more secure, and then use those resources to make sure that the homeland is more secure. Our economy, we need, look, the fruit and the vegetables we eat every day, they're picked by foreign hands in this country. We know that 70% are undocumented. Shouldn't they get a fair wage, and shouldn't they get a fair break in this country? So when Democrats do the right thing for security, for our economy, and for justice and fairness, we win. The president wants to be bold. He wants to be broad. He wants to be generous. He should be.
So you want him to move and put all political calculation off.
Absolutely.
What if he does? What if he doesn't? What if he doesn't do anything? What does that do before the midterms to the Hispanic vote?
Here's what I say. You know, they're afraid that angrier, older people might come out to vote. They're coming out to vote, Ed. The question is, are you going to give young people, women, people in the labor movement, Latino and immigrants, are you going to give them a motivation to come out to vote in the midterm election? Are you going to say no because we're afraid of these other folks that are never going to vote for us? We have to stand on principle and for our values as a Democratic Party. Let me just say this, Ed. If this was about the LGBT community, we would not be having this conversation. Yeah. If this was about reproductive rights for women, we would not be having this conversation. If this was about voting rights and civil rights, we would not be having this conversation. We should not be having this conversation about the rights of immigrants. The president wants to do the right thing, and Democrats should allow and get out of the way of this president doing the right thing. I think President Barack Obama wants to do the right thing. He has indicated that. He's look, he's the one I voted for. Let that man stand up and lead for America. Okay. And I think the Democrats should just step aside.
Congressman Luis Gutierrez, great to have you with us tonight. I appreciate your answers on this. Thanks so much for joining us.